Hello everyone, this is your guy Rajat from rajatstudio.com. So in this video, we are going to talk about Node.js. Now, Node.js is all the rage in the tech industry now. It is being used from Google to Microsoft to Facebook as well. So today, we are going to look into what exactly is Node.js. So let's get started. So, what is Node.js? Node.js is a JavaScript runtime built on Chrome's V8 JavaScript engine, and Node.js uses event-driven non-blocking IO model, which makes it very much efficient and lightweight so that it can run your programs very efficiently and with a lightning fast speed. Okay, so that is a one-line descriptor for Node.js. Talking about JavaScript, if you are interested in learning JavaScript, I have recently released a whole new playlist for learning JavaScript, and maybe you can check that out. Now, you might have heard me saying V8, Chrome and Node.js. And what exactly is the relation between these three things? See, the thing is, Chrome uses this JavaScript engine which parses your JavaScript and execute that JavaScript inside Chrome, and that engine is known as V8. So what Google actually did, they just open sourced this V8 JavaScript engine and they released it as an independent component which has been taken out of the Chrome environment, right? So this JavaScript engine was made available to the public. So the folks at Node.js, what they did was they wrapped this V8 engine into an environment so that this V8 engine can run directly on your operating systems without the help of Chrome. So both of these things are using the very same JavaScript engine which parses and executes your code. Having said that, there are a little bit of differences between the environments in which these V8 engines are running, right? So in Chrome, the environment is a little bit different as compared to the environment provided by Node.js. So let's quickly test it out. To do that, we are going to launch Node first. Okay. Then we are going to see some environment variables like global. Okay. You don't have to worry about all of this content, and process. Okay. So these things are only available inside Node.js, and these things won't be available in your browser. And in your browser, so quickly launch console, and in your browser, this environment variable window, which is an object for the window, is accessible, right? And there is one more thing, document, which is the object which represents the HTML document which is being presented in this particular browser window. So that document is also present. These two variables are environment specific, and these two variables will only be present in your browser, and these variables won't be present in the Node.js. And in Node.js, process and global will be available, which won't be available in your browser, right? So there are differences like that which you need to be aware of. So as you can see here, V8 is a JavaScript engine, and Node.js is capable of listening to network traffic on your computer, and it can even interact with the file system of your computer. So you can write independent programs or script to do various kind of activities. So let's see what kind of activities or what kind of programs you can actually create using Node.js. So if you want to write a web server or a real-time chat application, Node.js is a very good alternative you can use to develop that kind of applications. Or if you want to write some utility program which can copy scripts across the OS, or which can move files around the OS, or you can do several other things like library loading the HTML CSS you are writing, right? So you can do several things like that using Node.js. You can write JavaScript programs to do all sorts of activity which we have talked about, and you can execute those JavaScript using Node.js. Okay, so we have talked about what Node.js is capable of and what you can actually do. Now let's talk about a scenario where you should not be using Node.js. If you are talking about an application which is all about number crunching, or you are doing all sorts of heavy mathematical calculations in that application, Node.js might not be a viable option to do all of those number crunching thing inside the Node.js environment, and maybe you are better off using something else for that, right? So for event driven or for real-time systems, Node.js is a very good alternative, but for heavy mathematical calculations, Node.js is not a very good option to use, and maybe you should try to avoid Node.js for applications like stock trading calculations, etc. Right? So when you are talking about Node.js, you have to remember these three words regarding Node.js. It is asynchronous, it is single-threaded, and it is event-driven. So what exactly do we mean by all of that? In my next video, I am going to explain what Node.js's event loop is and why it is a good model for something like Node.js. So till then, very goodbye. And I'll catch you on the flip side, and thanks for your time, and make sure you subscribe to this channel because I produce quality video tutorials about computer and everything related to computer programming. Thank you all.